I studied my BA in primary education at Roehampton in 2011. I then took a few years out after I'd graduated because I had my son, which I think for me reinforced the passion of teaching even more, because now I see it from not just a teacher's perspective, but as well as a mother.
I've always looked after children younger than me, even when I was a child, and I love doing my job now, which is a gymnastics coach, so I work in a leisure centre.
I'm dyslexic and I wasn't very academic, so during my schooling I didn't feel as though I could do academics at a higher level.
I've now re-entered education and I'm doing my master's in early childhood, which is incredibly interesting. I've been taught by some fabulous lecturers that are really passionate.
At Roehampton University, the staff and also the older students are really, really helpful. Literally any question you have, you can go to them and they're so supportive. We have great facilities here.
The connections that you can get, they have really good local schools that are forest schools, nurseries, children's centres, especially when I was living on campus first year. It really helped me to be able to make those connections with my tutors, and then they could help me get into nurseries or settings that were local instead of having to go really far and spend a lot of time travelling.
With the modules, you get to choose whichever one interests you. So, for example, I picked one on play because I find that really, really fascinating, and also health and well-being.
Children get to become really good advocates of their learning. They really take control about what they want to learn about, and I think that's incredibly important.
I remember when I actually got to university, it was quite a scary transition from school and then completely changing friend groups, locations. So just getting through year one, because everyone does say that it takes a lot of time to get used to the new surroundings, especially if you've been in a place for 10, 14 years.
When I was 16, I wish that someone told me that learn from every experience and that something will always come out from it.
Yeah.
Where should I put them?
Can you see her in the corner? You see Reader's coats on the floor over there? I've been a teacher for 6 years and I've been in early years all that time. My final placement was in a nursery and they offered me a job, and I was lucky enough to go from the nursery to becoming the reception teacher. So the children I worked with my final placement, I then got to teach when we got into reception.
So I actually fell into early years. I was originally training in Key Stage 2, and I'm so glad that I did. I was placed in a reception class. I absolutely loved it. I would never look back now. Seeing the children choose to learn however they want to, and seeing the creativity in that, it's just amazing.
I've always kind of worked with children, young people, doing youth work and working for different charities, and reception was just all kind of, that age group, sort of 5 to 7 has kind of always been the age group I've enjoyed working with the most.
On the floor.
You can do it, put it on the floor.
The best bits of working with younger children is how funny they are, and they just say what they mean and they do not care.
If I was to talk about one of my favourite moments, I think I'd just started teaching and we found a slug in the outdoor area. So I had the slug on my hand and I showed the children and I was saying, does anyone know what this is called? And then one little boy pipes up and he goes, it's a bogey.
I've got lots of like silly memories of like tiring children out and then thinking we've lost them and then finding them asleep on the toilet.
Every child is unique. They can make you laugh, they can make you cry, they can even make you pull your hair out sometimes. But they are the ones that need us most in this world.
And it's beautiful, and every single day is a different thing. Of course it's a hard job as well, but it's so rewarding.
The best thing is kind of at the beginning of the year in September when you have children coming in, find it hard to hold a pencil, don't recognise their name, and just seeing the progression over a year. And then you get to July and they're able to write their name, write sentences, they can count, they can do all these amazing things, and they've learned it in 1 year, and just seeing them do that and seeing how much they progress is just really, really, really exciting.